Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? I am your host, Onte, and welcome to the Alpha Talk Podcast. This is my very own podcast. On today's episode, we're on episode 50. For everybody that doesn't know, yes, we have made it to episode 50, and honestly, it feels completely mind blowing to even know that I made it to 50 episodes. And a lot of people actually like my podcast, and a lot of people actually listen to my podcast. So, thank you so much for all the people who support me on this. I have two topics for today, guys. We're gonna go ahead and dive right into them. They're very good topics, man, and they're topics that I absolutely have learned over the past like a course of 2 days. And honestly, they feel amazing. And I think everybody should know exactly what these topics means and how I feel about them. And maybe you can take this advice and use it for yourself, or maybe you can use this advice and implement it into somebody else's life. Whatever works for you guys. But we're gonna go ahead and get into today's video. And today's video, we're gonna go ahead and talk about growth is painful. And what I mean by that is basically what I mean is a lot of us, man, we don't want to grow. A lot of us don't want to do better for ourselves. A lot of us, we're so comfortable with that day to day life. We're so comfortable with that same routine, not having a daily schedule, not having like something that we need to do, just waking up, living life, and not even caring about what we're doing every single day. But sooner or later, it gets painful to watch. It's painful to sit there and tell yourself that you need to stop doing the old things. It's painful to tell yourself like, damn, bro, I gotta stop doing this old stuff, or dang, I gotta stop hanging out with this person, or dang, I need to actually grow up and be a man and take care of my kids, or actually I need to grow up and be a man and understand that this is my job. I might have to work a 9 to 5 job, but at the end of the day, I know at the end of the day, my dream and goal is to be something bigger than just working this 9 to 5. And the reason why I say growth is painful because a lot of this stuff is just temporary. And for people like myself, it's very hard for me to understand that the stuff that I'm dealing with right now is only temporary. And I need to understand that stuff is just not no get rich quick scheme. Like stuff like that just doesn't happen. Like everything is part of a process, and like I'm a little bit parched, but it sucks to like say that, but like everything's a process, man. We're so used to like seeing people on Instagram, social media, Twitter, Facebook. Like we're so used to seeing our friends and people our age who are doing things that we've never even seen before. Realizing that, man, this is not for me. Realizing like I can't do this or I can't do that, just not yet. Like I can't do that yet. Like my life is a different progress from somebody else's life. My life might be a little bit more painful than somebody else. I might have to actually put in that work and understand that I'm gonna have to shed some blood, sweat, and tears to get to where I gotta get to. And it takes people a very, very long time to understand that. It takes people a very, very long time to understand that pain is what is gonna help you get through your growth. We all gotta grow up eventually, but being stubborn with yourself and understanding like I'm gonna be stubborn. I'm not gonna do this. Like taking a break from stuff and like getting a fresh like restart on things feels absolutely like amazing. It's probably the most wonderfulest thing ever. And as soon as I want to go on live right now, my allergies want to mess with me. Like golly, like I was just chilling before I got on the live, man. I was chilling before I even started the podcast, and now I'm on the podcast, and my throat's itching, my eyes is all like watery, like just leave me alone. Like I've been dealing with this allergy stuff, man. You guys for like way too long. It's been like almost like a week and a half now, and it's absolutely annoying, super annoying. But back to what I was saying, man. Growth is temporary. I mean, growth is painful, and the reason why I want to talk about growth is painful is because I seen a quote the other day on Twitter, and it was basically saying like growth is painful. In order for you to grow, in order for you to be the man that you want to be, in order for you to be the person that you thought you wasn't going to be, you need to understand that you got to take that hammer and break the shell in order for you to like grow out of your old ways and become something you extremely thought you'll never become. That takes time, that takes patience, and like a lot of people just don't have that. man, a lot of people just don't have like that dedication. Like they don't want to like they don't want to like stop what they're doing to become the best version of themselves every single day. And like for the people out there who doesn't know, like I moved to Austin probably like 9 months ago. My whole goal to move to Austin was to grow, to understand that I am 25 years old now, and I need to understand now that I can't keep hanging out with the same people that ain't doing anything anymore. I cannot keep I cannot keep trying to fit in with groups that doesn't want me to fit in with them. I need to be uncomfortable. I need to be in an uncomfortable zone. So that way I can push myself to the limit and understand that, okay, cool. I can live this life now. I can do this now instead of being scared and being stuck inside my little home and being surrendered. I mean, not surrendered by being like surrounded by all these people that I'm so used to being surrounded by is going to stop me from doing what I got to do. I have to grow. I have to grow in order to build my brands. I have to grow in order to even just to become evolve in life. Like a lot of us just don't know when to do that. Like it sucks to say that, but you can see the same people that's the same age as you that you probably used to hang out with back in high school, who are more likely doing the same thing that they did 6 years ago. I've been out of school for 6 years now, so a lot of people are still doing the same thing that they've been doing since high school. And it's like eventually something has to change. Like if you don't change, it's going to be the same day to day like life. Like how do you like? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. You know, everybody's just different. But maybe it's just me. Like I don't understand how. Like for me, it took me a very long time to like go through trials and tribulations, which is okay. Like that's part of life. You go through trials and tribulations, but sometimes like it gets to a point to where it's like you put yourself on this high pedestal, and it's like you have these goals and ambitions, but as soon as you don't do or knock off your goals and ambitions by putting yourself on this high pedestal, you know, you put yourself in a bad mood. You put yourself in a very sad predicament to where it's like you don't want to do anything anymore. You don't want to shoot for your dreams anymore. But like giving yourself time and patience and understanding that for a man or a woman, I need to understand that I need to grow. Growth is going to be painful, but at the end of the day, your growth is going to get you to where you got to get to. If somebody was going to give you $36 million right now in your life, are you capable of handling all that much money? More than likely, you're not. People who takes the time to get rich, they stay rich because they understand what it feels like to lose money. They understand what it feels like to be broke and go in debt. Like they understand how all this stuff works, and like it sucks to like think like that, but like if you are not to where you want to be in life and you just go ahead and like try to be on this get rich quick scheme, then let's just say it does happen, then you're not going to be prepared for that situation just yet because like you haven't built up that brain, your mindset to even be there yet. So growth is painful. Once you realize that I need to grow, it's painful to think about. Like it's painful to understand like I can't keep doing the same things I used to do back in high school. It sucks to say that I can't hang out with you anymore. Or it sucks to say like I can't go to this party because I have important things to do. Like putting yourself first is important. Like I did that today for a prime example. Today I was supposed to go to one of our company parties today. We were supposed to get on the party bus. We were supposed to go bowling. We were supposed to go eating. And then we were supposed to go back to like downtown and get drunk. And like for the people out there who don't know, I'm not drinking for 30 days right now. And I'm on day 7 out of 30 days. And honestly, I feel completely amazing. And like I just feel like it's pointless for me to go out there if I'm not drinking. Like I gotta do my podcast. I gotta give you guys the most best video and topics that I can out there. And like understanding that there's distractions out here, but how you handle your distractions is how you're gonna get in life. Like if you're gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, knowing I got a podcast to do at 7 o'clock, but I'm just gonna BS and like not do it, wait till tomorrow. Like for the people out there who actually keeps track of my podcast, you guys know. Like I was lacking, man. I was doing terrible. I was drinking too much. I was getting home super late, waking up late, like skipping the weeks, like going a week without dropping an episode. Maybe dropping my episode on a Thursday, knowing dang well I need to drop my episode on a Tuesday. So it's like putting yourself first, understanding like this is a great opportunity for me, and I'm not gonna pass it up. If you have a life where it's like every single year you give yourself a New Year's resolution, but you don't actually grow from the last year, it's like, okay, look, enough is enough. I need to put in this work. I need to stop doing what I'm doing and actually grow. Be the man, be the woman I need to be. Be the successful person that I want to be in my family. Maybe your family has a bloodline or a generation that people who don't have wealth or people who just don't do anything. Like, you need to be the change. Either you're going to change now, we're already in the future. We're in the year of 2022. Like, enough is enough. Like, today is Monday for me. My goal for the weeks going on into the year, man, is every single day, every night, I'm gonna write down and plan my days out from the time that I wake up, from the time that I go to sleep. Like, either it's gonna be my workouts, my business, working my dog, working on my fitness, or whatever it is. But every single day, you need to have a routine. A routine is gonna get you to where you're gonna get to. But if you wake up every single day and not do anything that's gonna pursue you to your dreams, then it's like, what's the point of you waking up? You wake up every single day and you telling me you don't have an hour or even 30 minutes to just work on your brand, work on something new, or work on something that's going to get you closer to your dreams. And you telling me, for the people out there, you don't have an hour or 2 hours to do that. You telling me that? But you have an hour or 2 hours to go out and drink with your friends and spend even more money, knowing you need more money and financial help in your life. Like, there has to be a stopping point sooner or later. And like I was saying, today is Monday for me. Today I did absolutely well. I wrote down all my things the day before and absolutely checked off every single day right now. I'm providing you guys right now with a podcast. After this podcast, I'm making dinner. I'm going to more than likely make dinners. Dinner's going to take me a while because of what I'm cooking. And then after that, I'm going to chill for a minute, more than likely read a book. And then at 10 o'clock, I'm planning out my next day for tomorrow, which is Tuesday. What I did was I went to Walmart. For the people out there who wants to grow and don't understand how to grow yet, or you're having trouble on understanding what you have to do to get there to grow, I'm giving you guys 3 little steps that can help you to grow. 1, make a daily routine. This routine is going to help you in your day-to-day life going on throughout the whole entire week. Either you do it, it's best for you to do it the day before. If you wake up early enough and are able to plan out your day, then okay. But it's best for you to do it the day before. The day before. So that way when you wake up, everything's already done. You already got it scheduled out, like boom, bam, boom. And I have this theory on, if you plan out your day, you're more likely going to wake up on time. I woke up way beyond the time I was supposed to like go do things, but that's because I was ready to go. I'm ready to start my new life. I'm ready to flip the page of my book, write down the page and be like, okay, Deontay Williams, this is time. Your time is now. And you've been bullshitting too long in your life. You need to do it now. That's step 1. Make a daily routine. Figure it out. If you need to watch YouTube videos, watch YouTube videos. Do whatever you gotta do to figure out your daily routine. Simple as that. Step number 1. Step number 2. Make sure you put yourself first. Doesn't matter if your job is going on a party. Doesn't matter if your friends are going to a boat party. If you know for a fact there's something that you need to do, and you know for a fact that you have something that's way more important than going out with your friends or doing something like that, or whatever it is that you got to do, put yourself first and always put yourself first. I had a problem with FOMO. I can't really tell you guys what that meaning is, but basically what it means is you are that type of person who has to hang out with their friends because you just have this like phobia to where it's like, if I don't hang out with them, then I feel bad, or I have to be around people. You don't want to be that person. Put yourself first and make sure you understand that you are the first priority, because if you don't get it done, nobody else is going to get it done for you. That's number 2. Number 3, make sure that you are always staying consistent with whatever it is that you're doing. I messed up on my consistency and really played a big role with my numbers and stuff like that. Obviously, it's not, your numbers aren't that important, but they are important. At the end of the day, you guys are important to me. So always remember, staying consistent. Doesn't matter if it's a workout. Doesn't matter if it's taking notes. Doesn't matter if you're starting to journal. Doesn't matter with your daily routine. Make it a consistent thing over and over again. Every night, I know I need to sit here and fucking write down my day-to-day life for the next day so I can be prepared. Simple as that. It's those 3 steps that can actually make your growth better. 1, 2, and 3. Like I said. Simple as that, you guys. It's as simple as that. And I want you guys to know that I am on this journey with you guys. Today, I actually dropped my first vlog on YouTube, and it felt absolutely amazing. It felt absolutely amazing to wake up, do my workout early in the morning, and watch the sunrise. It makes you understand how much more life is instead of waking up late or always being messed up or whatever it is like that. But that is all I have to say about fucking growth. Is painful, man. Growth is going to be painful, but it's all up to you to make sure your growth is as best as it can be. Nobody else can but you. With that being said, man, I've also had an issue with understanding that my environment that I live in is, the environment that I always am in, it doesn't matter if it's like in the past or in the future, I have a problem with accepting things. I have a problem with absorbing my own environment. Like, I have a problem with that. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm pretty sure the people who are listening right now, whoever is listening right now, you have a problem with accepting your own issues or accepting how things are, or accepting that, or if you get an apartment or something like that and it's just not the apartment you want at the moment, but you are just having an issue with it. But like, you need to understand, I have to accept and absorb. I have to accept the fact that I'm living in this funky ass apartment because that's just how it has to be right now. Bust your ass to go get the apartment you want. Bust your ass to go live in that high rise. Accept and absorb. Absorb your own environment. If the environment that you're in right now is an environment that you do not want to be in, it's okay. Absorb it. Learn from it. Learn all the steps that you have to need to learn in your own environment, and learn how to get out of it. And sooner or later, once you're learning your own environment, sooner or later you're going to learn how to get out of it. Once you take all the knowledge you can from absorbing things, absorbing from other people, absorbing from your friends, the environment you're in, once you get all this information from people or all this information from everything, you take that information, you run with it, and you go put it into something else. It's as simple as that. Accept and absorb. Accept the fact that you are working here. Accept the fact that you have these friends. Accept the fact that all this stuff is going to play a role in your life. You can't stop life from happening. Life is how life is. Life is how you make it at the end of the day. Like, if you're going to make your life be the way it needs to be, then understand that you need to accept that shit and you need to absorb it. If there's Jesus, my allergies. But yeah, if there's like an environment that you're in right now and you're just like not used to it, understand that you need to absorb it. Maybe you need to go hang out with more people. Maybe you need to get out your comfort zone. Maybe you need to accept the fact that these are my friends. Maybe you need to understand that I need to accept the fact that this is my apartment. Maybe you need to understand that I need to accept that I'm in debt. Accept that shit. Accept it and run with it, because the more and more you give yourself this false claim, the more and more you give yourself this false attitude on like, oh, I can do better than this, or oh, yes, you can do better than that. Nobody's saying that you cannot do better than that, but you need to stop telling yourself like, this isn't fair, or I shouldn't be here, I shouldn't be that, because you need to accept the fact that you are there. The more you accept it, the more life will be better for you. The more your growth, your health, all that shit will be better for you. The more the fact that you accept the fact that you are not fit right now, the more you accept that you aren't the smartest person at your job, the more you accept these things, the better it will be. The more you need people out there, and people for myself, like people, even yourself, you need to stop lying to yourself. If you want change, change is not going to happen unless you accept the fact that you are who you are. And in order for you to change it, you have to fucking change it. Nobody's going to change that shit for you. It's as simple as that. Like, me moving to Austin was probably the most biggest goal I've ever did in my life. Like, it's probably the most craziest thing ever. Like, me being here is completely different. Like when I got here, the first like couple months of me being here was completely, absolutely different for me. Like I'm seeing things I never thought I would see before. I'm doing things I never thought I would do before. Completely crazy. But what I did was I accepted it and I absorbed it. I absorbed so much of this Austin lifestyle that it feels good now. It makes me happy. But before, I didn't want to get out the house. I didn't want to accept the fact that I forced myself to move here to better my life. But instead, I was still trying to be stuck up with myself and not do things that I know for a fact that I need to do better, bro. And it sucks because a lot of people don't want to accept who they are. A lot of people don't want to accept their own environment. A lot of people don't want to absorb the fact that they are in a long-term relationship, or absorb the fact that you are a father now, or absorb the fact that you are not a high-level man yet. People need to understand that, and people need to take a grasp on it and better yourself about it, bro. Just all I'm trying to say is, guys, is no more lying to yourself. We are in a new year. We are in 2022. We are trying to do better. Things are crazy in life. So when you want to just elevate your life and be better, when you want to do that, when you want to do better for yourself, because I am. And starting today on January 10th, let me make sure today is the right date. January 10th at 7:21 p.m. I am telling you guys, I am changing my life for the better, and I want you to change your life as well. If you have a problem with something, give yourself a cleanse. If you have an issue with somebody, clear that issue up and throw it away in the trash, because at the end of the day, it doesn't even fucking matter. Who cares? At the end of the day, who cares? Like I said, I'm going on a 30-day no drinking. I'm on day 7 right now. I keep you guys posted on that. And I feel absolutely amazing. So if there's something that you do or something that you need, man, accept that shit and deal with it. Because the only way you're going to be able to change it is if you change that shit. Other than that, nobody's going to change it. Absorb it. Absorb as much information. Before I even end this podcast, I need to tell you guys the difference between what I mean by absorbing. Absorbing can mean by absorbing your environment or absorbing something new in your life and actually understanding, like, this is happening right now and I need to just absorb it in and be like that, or absorb it in and understand the difference between right and wrong. But also, absorbing can be a good thing. If you are meeting people, or if you're networking with people, or you're just meeting all these dope people and you're talking to them, absorb all that information in. That's the whole part of life. You gotta network, absorb things, man. Absorb all the information you can from people. Doesn't matter if you think he's a lame, don't matter if you think he ugly. If that person is speaking 100% true facts, you need to absorb that shit. Like, simple as that. Like, I'm telling you guys, absorb as much networking as you can, because if you can, that's going to help you out in the long run throughout life. Doesn't matter if you have a business, doesn't matter if you want to get your fitness better, just like the day-to-day life, like the people out there who actually be speaking real life facts about life. Take that bits, pieces of information and implement it in your own life. The time is now, bro. The time is now for anybody out there that's listening right now. Either you change your life or not. It's as simple as that. And I gave you guys some very dope ass details about my topics today. And episode 50 is a banger for me right now. I feel great. I feel absolutely great. And you should feel great even being alive right now. We're in the new year. It's still early in the year. We're on January 10th. We're still early. You still have time to do what you got to do. Grow up. Be different. Be great, and be yourself. That's all I gotta say for you guys. I might even make that my motto. Grow up, be great. I don't even know what I said, but I'm gonna go back in this video. I might make that even my motto, because that was dope. I like that saying, and I think everybody who watches my podcast get super, super hyped, man. So I feel amazing, man, and man, it feels great to even be on episode 50, man. Like I was saying in the beginning of the podcast, man. I appreciate you guys absolutely so much. I only have 2 topics for today, guys, and that's all I have for today. Also, I want to give a shout out to myself, because I dropped my first vlog today. at 1 o'clock p.m. And it feels absolutely amazing to start this new journey on YouTube. And I'm going to be dropping a video every single week, as well as dropping podcast every single week like I've been doing. So make sure you guys check out my vlogs on my main channel. I will leave a link to it in the description. Anywhere, just look down below and it'll be down below. But for the guys who are just tuning in, who does have no idea who I am, my name is Deontay Williams. They call me Onte. I am the host of my very own podcast called Alpha Talk. I will greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in and listening to my podcast. I hope you guys have a wonderful night and a blessed night, and I'll see you guys next Monday at 7 o'clock on the dot. Make sure you guys tune in for tomorrow. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. I love you guys. Peace. Your boy Onte is out. Y'all have a blessed night. Make sure you eat some good food and get some gains.